Hello everyone. Good morning to all. Am I audible? Can you hear me? Hello students, can you hear
Yes, sir.
me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Due to the bad weather, there may be problem of technical issues. That's why I am asking repeatedly. So first, good morning to all
Okay,
of
sir.
you. I welcome all of you for this second year new online teaching. Actually, all know that due to this pandemic COVID-19 situation, it is a tough situation now we have to face. During these days, it is necessary to prevent certain securities for maintain our mental and physical health. Can you hear me properly? Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, First, I unmute all of you so that you can't disturb during our lecture. Okay. Friends, I congratulate all of you to come for this BSc second year, cracking huge marks in BSc first year exam. Actually, we may be considered this is one of the positive side of this coronavirus, that so many students have passed BSc first year exam or all the exams. All we know that the first same result is very low, but the result of second same, it's quite huge, and it's, we maybe says that the positive impact of COVID-19. Friends, from this year, the university has changed our syllabus. As per the syllabus, at the same time, they have also changed our paper pattern also. So I share my screen. At first, we are going to discuss about paper pattern, syllabus, and next we are going to start our first story, short story. You can directly see that screen on your screen. So I am sharing my screen. Friends, as from this year, the SRTMU Nanded University has changed our syllabus. As per the new syllabus, I think I am sharing my screen, so it's easy for all of you to watch direct syllabus on your mobile screen. Friends, the name of our course is Ability Enhancement Compulsory Course English Communication for BA, BSc, BCom, BSW Fine Arts, second year for same third and same fourth. There are certain objectives and intended outcome related to our course. Students, first they want to enhance our ability enhancement course. So they want to enhance our 4 basic skills, that is LSWR, listening, speaking, writing, and reading. As all of we know that we are aware of about English language, the importance of English language nowadays, how it is important, and the problems related with us is always about spoken communication. We always think English as a language of impression, and we never think it as a language of expression. And that's why the problem arise in front of us. Whenever we talk, we just think about mistake. And when we think about mistake, automatically there comes certain inferiority complex, hesitation in our mind. And that's why the students from our area, they have always faced the problem related with spoken communication. Actually, we know better grammar, better punctuation, better vocabulary than the other students related with, we maybe says, Pune side. But we have that type of inferiority complex due to the wrong thinking about language. Actually, language is a medium of expression and not it is a medium of impression. Here we always see that the person who speak quite good in English, we call him smart person. Actually, he only expresses his views. Language doesn't matter. But due to this wrong notion about English language, we always feel ashamed at the time or feel hesitate at the time of spoken communication in English. So the particular our university has prescribed made such type of syllabus so that we can enhance our ability. Just I read objectives. The first objective is to enhance the ability of the learners to communicate in English through close reading of select literary texts. So they want to enhance our ability by reading close text. Regularly, I share my screen with all of you. On that screen, we have to see the text which are prescribed for our syllabus. The story is the poem, and you can online see every text. So close reading is very necessary. The second objective is to develop the skill of speaking, listening, reading, writing, viewing, and representing by conducting classroom activities prescribed in the curriculum. Due to this COVID-19 situation, nowadays it is not possible to arrange classroom activities, but if possible, we will try to arrange online activities so that everyone can participate and develop into these four basic skills LSWR. Nowadays, it is very necessary for all of us. All we know that English is the language of job. English is the language of career. Though we have our mother tongue like Marathi or Hindi, it is also necessary. But if we want to acquire a good job, then it is necessary, compulsory that we become the master in above four basic skills of English language. It is not necessary to talk continuous fluently in English, but whatever you talk properly. That is very necessary. Friends, the third objective is to make the
टपर काढ
learners.
मग टपर बसली
Please unmute. The third objective is to make the learners capable in the use of English language for the purpose of full communication. So we have to use the English language for the purpose of purposeful communications like writing letters, job applications, emails. So these are the curriculum related activities also included in our syllabus. The fourth objective is to impart the creative, interpretive, and critical skills through close reading and exercise in the prescribed text. So, in this objective, they want, along with close reading, we have to develop also written communication also. The fifth objective is to refine the linguistic competence of the learners through lesson in essential grammar. They have also introduced us certain grammatical points so that we have to again orient that particular grammar and use it at the time of spoken communication. It will give us a type of confidence. If we know the basic grammar, the rules related to basic grammar, then automatically it will increase our confidence. Then the sixth is to carry out a training of using the English language for media and electronic communication. So again, in our non-communication, to develop our communication skill, particularly for media and electronics communication, because now it is the day of media, it is the day of electronic media. they give us certain elements. What is the intended outcomes they think from our this syllabus? The first one is the learners will be able to use the English language in a refined way for the personal and social purposes. So we have to use that English language for personal and social purpose. Second, the students will attain a higher level of understanding and skill in order to carry out communicative activities. Third, learners will be able to make practical use of the mechanics of the English language. So, for the first year, they have introduced us certain elements. For the second year, again, they have introduced us different types of parts of English. That's why we are going to use it for our career. Learners will be acquiring the skill of using English for media and electronic communication, which is very necessary. All of now we saw that it's a virtual learning classroom, and so we have to know the basic technological knowledge about how to use, how to take screenshots, how to attain these all things in course of time we will learn. Learners will be acquiring of the skill of using English, the ability to communicate and interpret written text shall be augmented. So here again, these are the objectives and outcomes from our syllabus. Next, we will see the our syllabus for BSc second year or all second year. Friends, there are 4 units for third sem. Each unit consists 2 sections or 2 essays or 2 parts. The first is fiction, short story. So the content name is fiction short story. We have 2 short stories. The first one is The Model Millionaire, written by Oscar Wilde, a very famous Irish dramatist, poet, playwright. And the second one is The Lost Child, written by Mulk Raj Anand, a very famous Indian author who may be called as the pioneer of Indo-Indian literature. So this is the came under the fictional short story. Means in this short story we have the intermix of fact plus fiction. The second topic is poetry, The Gift of India. First one is written by Sarojini Naidu, again one of the very famous Indian poet. We called him as the Nightingale of India. The second poem is Desidera, written by Max Ehrmann. Then the third unit is non-fictional prose, means it is not related with fictional element. There is possibility that it may be related with the realitical element of that writer's age, of that contemporary age. The first one is At School, written by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Everyone knows the name. The second one is The Flying Sikh, written by Mikha Singh. So they are again introducing us various Indian writers. Then there are 2 grammatical or communication skill units. The first one is direct indirect narration, direct indirect speech, all we know. The second one is writing for the print media. So writing for the print media, in this particular unit, they may be introduce us about writing letters, email writing, etc. So this is our syllabus related with third sem. After that, they have again changed the pattern. For the last year, we have continuous internal assessment for 35 marks. But it is changed now, and for this year, it is only for 25 marks. In it, we have only one internal test and one tutorial or project which consists 15 marks. 10 plus 15 is equal to 25 marks. We have end semester examination for 50 marks. Then we see even The question paper pattern is also changed. The 4 questions carrying 10 marks each depends on the 4 descriptive essay type question based on unit first to third. And for the final fourth unit, we have separate 2 questions which consist 5 marks each. So this is our question paper pattern, and we have already discussed about our syllabus. I think now you can understand properly about our syllabus and our question paper pattern. If you have any problem, then comment on in chat box or raise your hand. Yeah, do you have any problem regarding syllabus and question paper pattern? Okay, I will unmute you. Hello students, do you have any problem regarding syllabus and question paper pattern?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so after that we are going to start. Shall I start our first story?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after that I am sharing our first story, first short fiction story, that is The Lost Child, written by Mulkraj Anand. So friends, we are going to discuss the famous short story, The Lost Child, written by well-known Indian writer Mulkaraj Anand. As per the new syllabi, we have 2 short stories, poems, and non-fictional prose, as we have already discussed, as it is come under the short story. Nowadays, short story is a very famous medium of literature to express single idea, single thought, single incident, single character. It is very popular nowadays due to easygoing of reading material. As the title suggests, it is very short and it is expected to complete within the single sitting. So deliberately, our university has prescribed such type of stories so that we can learn from that story. And now we always see that during this COVID-19 pandemic conditions, there are problems related with our mental and physical health. For physical health, we have to do regular exercise and yoga. But for mental health, it is necessary to read certain texts. It is necessary to read the text written by great authors like Mulkraj Anand. If we see the basic title of basic story, The Lost Child. If we see at the outside, it is only story of a small child who lost in the fair. But in reality, this story is related with everyone. This lost child represents every human being that is lost in the fear of this world. We always run behind, we always run behind the physical pleasure, behind the oral, visual, olfactory, these pleasures. And that's why we never get peace of mind. We are going away from our religious concept. Friends, all we know that in these days, if we want to keep the mental peace, then it is necessary for all of us to read such type of books. And that's why it is I select this story to start, because it is not a story related with only one child. This story is related with everyone. Now, in this condition, we have to take care that we are not going to lost into the this pandemic condition of coronavirus or COVID-19. Friends, The Lost Child is written by one of the very famous author Mulkraj Anand. Mulkraj Anand, who was born in 1905 and died in 2004. He was born in Peshawar. He was called as the one of the pioneers of Indo-Anglian fiction, together with R.K. Narayan, Ahmad Ali, and Raja Rao. They this particular writer start Indian English in English literature. Friends, due to these writers, Indian English became the gain as an international leadership. Anand is popular. This Mulkaraj Anand also popular for his famous novels and short stories. His famous novels like Coolie, Untouchable and Coolie. Bhakha is the central character of Untouchable, and in this particular story novel, he just throws light on the exploitation, the problem of untouchability, and the exploitation made by upper caste. The second famous novel is Coolie, in which he explains the story of Munnu, a coolie. At the same time, even on those days also, he criticized on the use of English language. We called English language as a prestigious one. We gave the status to English language as the prestigious one, and he criticized on that language by creating one imaginary character, that is Mr. English, in his novel Coolie. So, if you have time, then you will easygoingly read these novels. It is available on Google also. Friends, R.K. Narayan used Punjabi and Hindustani idioms in English, and that's why it is always easy for all of us to recognize the reality related with this particular text. He also received various famous academic awards like Sahitya Academy Award, which is very prestigious one in today's world, Padma Bhushan Award, and International Peace Prize Award. Friends, this basic information is related with Mulkaraj Anand. Now the basic about title, The Lost Child. Actually, The Lost Child deals with the experience of a small child who goes to a fair with his parents and demanding different things. As we always know that when we go into any fair, then the child always demands certain things. Due to this coronavirus, it is not possible. Even I can't see the possibilities of our forthcoming Dasara festival in Hingoli also. So this child who is going to the fair with his parents and he demanding different things like sweets, like balloons, like toys, like flowers, like swings. These all things are related with our worldly pleasure. So this child who become attracted towards worldly pleasure, but after some time he loses his parents, and now he is picked by a stranger who want to soothe him, who want to cool him, and so he offer all the above things. He offer him sweet, balloon, he offer him toys, even flowers or strings also. But now that child, he loses interest from all the things, and he only insists to getting back his father and mother. Thus, it suggests the love and affection between child and parents. At the same time, it suggests the relation between human being and God. So, if we discuss the plot and theme, if we discuss the plot and theme of the story at the surface level, it deals at the surface level, it deals with the child, how he attracts towards the various things like toys, like sweets, like flowers. But once he loses his parents, how he loses interest in all the above things and what his father and mother. But on the deeper metaphysical level, the story is symbolic. The child represents human being. As we discussed the title, why this story I select? Because this lost child represents every human being. So it is necessary that we have to learn from this story. The fair symbolizes the world. The parent symbolizes the god. The attractions in the fair, it appeals to the senses, like the toys appeal to eyes, mind, sweet appeals to palate, and flowers to visual and olfactory appeal. Music again refers to our oral, balloons to visual appeal. In short, these all are temptations which we have to face in our day to day life. We always attract towards various things. We always attract towards these visual, oral, olfactory images. So, friends, it is very necessary that we have to learn from this present story. The parents represent the God, means the human beings who are lost in this worldly pleasure have lost touch with God also. Even Mulkraj Anand, even Mulkraj Anand himself quoted that I quote, remembering our aphorism of Guru Nanak that we all are children lost in the fair. Listen, we all are children. Even Mulkraj Anand quote, we all remembering our aphorism or Guru Nanak that we are all children lost in the world fair. So friends, in this particularly pandemic COVID-19 situation, it is very necessary that we must regain with our culture. If we want to our peace of mind, if we want to our mental health, if we want to regain and live normal life, then it is necessary that we have to avoid these worldly pleasures. Nowadays, you read various stories on newspaper, on mobiles that due to this COVID-19 situation, various people became affected mentally. So it is necessary. Why these things happen? Because we are going away from reality. We are going away from our culture. We are going away from religious things. We are going away from God, and we are interested in this worldly pleasure. So particularly here, this lost child, it is based on a situation. The story is related with the situation, and here the writer wants to give us a clear cut message. He wants to tell us that it is important that you have to control these worldly pleasure. You have to control your visual, oral, olfactory, these all temptations in the world. If we control, then automatically we will gain our peace of mind and we never go or loses our parents, means our touch with God. Even in the present story, the author blends certain concrete and abstract, particular and general, individual and collective to create the proper atmosphere for the development of the story. Like the child is particular, he is individual, he is concrete, but at the same time, he doesn't have a particular name. Even he doesn't belong to any particular time or local. So these all things suggest that the story is particular at one point, but on the other time it is general. It is general related with everything. It is general related with every human being, you and me also. So though this is a very short story, very small fairy story, but then also it is realistic one. It is depend of that situation and writer want to give us clear cut message. Here Anand also uses various images to create a festival mood to explain us that how this worldly pleasure is very attractive. He give various images like a gaiety clad humanity, joyous smiling morning. He uses various visual, oral, olfactory images like might like bright colored rabbits, silver mat laughter, sweet perfumes from the hearts of the flowers. Even he uses various Indian words like barfi, gulab jamun, shiva, etc. The story is narrated from third person narrated point of view. Here the third person only narrate the story. He uses the technique of showing and he never comment on the story. So students, in our tomorrow's lecture, we are directly going to start our first story, that is the lost child, line by line. I am also sharing the text on my laptop so you can easily see it on your mobile screen. And according to the objective, it is necessary we have to close reading of this text. So from tomorrow, we are going to start our first lecture. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day to all of you.